Earth and civilization as we know it have come a long way in the past 200,000 years, experiencing a multitude of changes. The human species has existed for a mere 0.0015% of the immense 13.7 billion year age of the universe. However, humanity has conquered some of the most daunting tasks during this time, transitioning from hunting and gathering in the fields of Africa to colonizing the entire planet in a blink of an eye on a cosmic scale. Some of the greatest minds, including Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, and Nikola Tesla, have propelled modern civilization forward, achieving goals once thought impossible. In just the past 150 years, we progressed from being bound to Earth's soil to landing on our closest cosmic neighbor, the Moon, on July 20th, 1969, during NASA's Apollo 11 mission. Humanity's success is nothing short of spectacular. Yet, on a universal scale, we may be rather insignificant. What would happen if we met an advanced alien species with technology more advanced than we could ever imagine? In 1964, a Soviet astronomer named Nikolai Kardashev introduced a hypothetical scale to measure a civilization's level of technological advancement based on the amount of energy it can produce, known today as the Kardashev Scale. The scale has 3 traditional types, but many extensions and modifications have been proposed since its creation. It is logarithmic, meaning as you progress, the power of a civilization increases substantially. Kardashev defined 3 base levels based on the power available to civilizations. Type 1, the smallest of the original types, is also called the planetary civilization, similar to Earth. Type 1 civilizations can store and use all the energy that reaches their planet from their host star, which for us is the Sun, amounting to an enormous 7 times 10 to the power of 17 watts. However, modern civilization doesn't fit neatly into Type 1. We lie in a proposed Type 0 civilization. Carl Sagan produced a formula to define a hypothetical civilization's Kardashev rating. K equal to log10 P to 610, where K represents the rating and P is the power in watts. A proposed Type 0 civilization would control approximately 1 megawatt or 1 million watts of power, which is minuscule compared to the amount of energy we use daily. In 2015, the total world energy consumption was 17.35 terawatts, is 17,350 billion watts. Plugging this number into the formula, our Kardashev rating as a civilization would be approximately 0.72. Even with 7 billion humans on our planet, 12 of whom ventured to the Moon, and with spacecraft sent billions of miles into interstellar space, we still only score a measly 0.72 on the Kardashev scale. According to Carl Sagan, when we are a way for the universe to know itself, he suggested that humanity is going through a phase of technical adolescence, typical of a civilization about to integrate into Type 1 Kardashev scale. Michio Kaku, a theoretical physicist, suggests that humans may attain Type 1 status in the next 100 to 200 years, Type 2 status in perhaps the next few thousand years, and Type 2 status in 100,000 to 1 million years. This really emphasizes the immense timescales required to advance to the next type. However, we are heading toward becoming a Type 1 civilization in the next couple of centuries, a significant step for humanity. As a Type 1 civilization, we would have complete control over our planet, potentially influencing the weather, changing the geological makeup, and much more. But even this amount of power is tiny compared to that of a Type 2 civilization. A Type 2 civilization, also referred to as a stellar civilization, can control the total energy of its host star and transfer that energy throughout the entire solar system. One popular hypothesized method of harnessing energy is through Dyson structures, which are essentially massive hollow spheres built around a civilization's host star to capture all its energy. Another exotic idea for harnessing energy for a Type 2 civilization would involve feeding a stellar mass into a nearby black hole and collecting the photons emitted by the accretion disk. A Type 2 civilization would not only build these massive superstructures, but would also control and live within them, mining all the asteroids at their leisure. The amount of power a Type 2 civilization would have is remarkable, but it pales in comparison to a Type 3 civilization, or galactic civilization, which can control the total energy of its entire host galaxy. This civilization would function similarly to a Type 2 civilization, but on a grander scale, harnessing energy from billions of stars. They would use planets and solar systems like Legos, constructing and deconstructing them to expand their empire throughout the galaxy. Harnessing energy from quasars would be like winning the lottery for them. Interestingly, a Type 3 civilization may not even be noticeable. If such a civilization existed, they would use all the energy from stars, making the galaxy appear void of life. The Boötes Void, one of the largest known voids in the universe, is an area seemingly devoid of galaxies. Despite its size, scientists estimate there should be at least 2,000 galaxies in this area, but only 60 have been discovered so far, which is merely 3% of the expected amount. This raises the question, could it be that Type 3 civilizations dominate this region, extracting resources from a 330 million light-year-wide area? The implications of the Kardashev Scale extend beyond mere categorization. They challenge us to consider our place in the universe and the future of humanity. As we advance technologically, we must also grapple with ethical considerations surrounding our impact on the planet and the cosmos. As we strive toward becoming a Type 1 civilization, we face pressing challenges such as climate change, resource depletion, and social inequality. Our success in navigating these issues will determine not only our survival, but our potential to reach higher levels of civilization. Moreover, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, has gained momentum as we seek to understand whether we are alone in the universe. Scientists are using advanced technologies to scan the skies for signals from other civilizations, hoping to find evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. The discovery of exoplanets in the habitable zone around distant stars has fueled our curiosity about the possibility of life elsewhere, further emphasizing the importance of understanding our own civilization's trajectory. As we ponder the future, we must also engage in discussions about the potential consequences of reaching Type 1, 2, or 3 status. What responsibilities would come with such power? How would we manage the ethical implications of potentially encountering other intelligent life forms? The answers to these questions will shape the future of humanity and our interactions with the cosmos. In conclusion, the journey from a Type 0 civilization to potentially becoming a Type 1 civilization within the next couple of centuries is both exciting and daunting. As we harness more energy and technology, we must remain vigilant about the challenges that lie ahead. The Kardashev Scale serves as a framework for understanding our progress and aspirations as a species. What are your thoughts? How do you envision humanity's future in the cosmos? Leave your comments below. Appreciate it if you watch till the end. Until next time.